being fatigued. I wake up in the morning and I'm exhausted. Even if I get 8 to 10 hours of sleep, I still wake up groggy and no energy, and I have a hard time keeping up with the boys and lose my patience, and so just would like some more energy. I've had it since probably my mid-20s. I've had a lot of fatigue. I remember going to the doctor and complaining that I'm just tired and anxious and would like more energy. She pretty much told me that it was more of a depression and anxiety related issue. I'm on, it's called Brintellix, 20 milligrams, and then I'm also on, as needed, Xanax. I feel like I don't have enough energy or strength to like go to the gym and work out, and I feel like my weight has been a big issue because I don't have that energy to help me through the day. My number 2 would be headaches. I have headaches, it feels like it's up in here, and then it hurt through my jaw, mostly on my right side. It hurts a lot, and then I also feel it like when I get these headaches, like the back of my neck. Yes, like it's more like up here, and it goes down like right around here. It just seems like it hurts a lot in that area. Well, maybe more on my left side, to be honest, up on top. Maybe that's what's hurting right now. I've had headaches, starting as a kid. Remember my mom picking me up from school because I had headaches, and I was probably 6th grade. Right around there when they told me that I had TMJ and that the headaches could be related to that, and they would be so bad, and I just remember laying in the nurse's office and having them call my mom, and I've had headaches pretty much through my early 30s now. It's gotten worse. It's gotten even worse in the since I've seen you last in the year. Yeah, they've gotten worse. I mean, I take Tylenol probably twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon, just to help me with just to relieve it a little bit. Oh, it's almost every day. Most days it's more up in the severe pain scale. I bet it's probably probably 5-ish, where I feel like I have to take medication to help me with it. Sometimes I just don't want to get off the couch. It hurts so bad, and I have heating pads on my head and on my neck just to help relieve some of that. I guess 1 to 10, like an 8 to a 9. Like, it hurts really bad. It pretty much happens. I get those heating pads out at least twice a week. I mean, it gets pretty bad, and I just want to lay on the couch and everybody leave me alone, and it's just bad. So 3rd was my neck. My neck, I have a lot of pain in my neck. I always want my husband to massage it, and I try to, and it hurts almost even into my shoulders a lot of times, because I'll have a thing that comes all the way around a heating pad. So you know what? It seemed like it was more in my left, but it kind of varies, to be honest. You know what? It seemed like it was in my late 20s, early 30s till now. Yeah. My knee. I've had my first knee surgery was when I was in 5th grade, and I had one 3 years ago. I have sharp pains in my knee, and it comes all the way up into my hip, and I can't sleep at night, and it hurts really bad, and I just feel like I can't keep up with the boys with the knee pain. They said with my soccer injury when I was younger, I had some torn cartilage, and then my meniscus was too big, so they shaved down my meniscus. And this last one, I had some calcium deposits, so they cleaned all that out, and they also shaved down my meniscus some more. That I will have early onset arthritis, most likely, and that I could possibly have to have surgery again on it. They didn't really say replace it, but just to clean it out again and kind of see how the meniscus is looking and all of that. That my knee stopped hurting, and it's not keeping me up at night. I've only complained about it once in the last week. My hip's not hurting anymore, and I just feel normal again. So in the last week, it's been a lot better. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm doing a lot better. I have a lot more energy, not as fatigued. I can go to the gym and stay at the gym for a couple of hours and not feel horrible after it, and just be able to work out and feel okay. I've lost 20 pounds so far. I'm just, like you said, I was losing my patience with the boys a lot. I have a lot more patience now that I don't feel exhausted all the time. So, you know, it's been dramatic, what is that word? Drastic, I was putting them both together. I'd say about 90%, change in it for the better. I'm not getting nearly as many headaches, and the frequency and the, how long they last, it's so much better. I'm still having trouble with my neck pain. It does feel like it's better than when I first met you a year and a half ago. So I'm doing really well. My headaches aren't nearly as bad. I have no knee problems anymore. My Crohn's is amazing. I haven't had to go back to the doctor, and I will go back in a couple weeks just to check in with him, but my maintenance dose is still the same that I'm taking for the Crohn's, and no more medication, increased medication for it. I was on actually 3 different medications, and now I'm only on one, which is a maintenance dose. I'm still doing great with the fatigue. I used to have to nap all the time, didn't have energy, couldn't go to the gym, didn't have energy to deal with my kids, little kids, 5 and 3, so I had a hard time, but doing a lot better with that, able to be up and play with them and clean the house and do all that kind of stuff without feeling bad. About 70%. My neck was hurting. I would wake up and it would hurt all day long. I didn't get any relief, and that also played into, I think, just being fatigued and tired and in pain. So that's been a lot better, and I think it's probably about 75% better than what it was. My headaches have been so much better. I used to have them daily, and they would last for a long time and just kind of lay me down. I'd have to lay on the couch a lot, and it just affected my life a lot. And I would say about 90% change in my headaches. Maybe even like a 95% change because I just don't have headaches nearly as often and severe as I did. Yes, my knee, it's 100% better. It doesn't hurt me anymore. I can go to the gym and be on the elliptical or the treadmill. I used to have to stop because my knee would hurt so bad, and now I can stay on it as long as I want. I've had 2 surgeries on it already, and I was talking to the doctor possibly about it was hurting again after the second one, and possibly seeing what we could do next. And then after I came here and started this, it's been 100% better. I'm just I'm feeling a lot better emotionally, physically, because I have been dealing with depression and anxiety, and I don't have nearly as much anxiety after we've started this process together. And I feel a lot better and a lot more positive. Doing a heck of a lot better than 8 months ago. I feel a lot better. I feel like I'm back to my normal self again. A huge difference. I have a lot of energy. I no longer need naps during the day, and I have energy to keep up with the boys, and I just don't feel like I'm as crabby. I can go out and play with them and go to the gym and still have energy to do stuff at the end of the day. As a result, I'm able to lose weight, and because I'm able to, I always resorted back to, I didn't have energy, so I would just resort back to food, to try to give me energy, and I would eat badly, and it's just because I felt so bad, and then I gained weight, so now I'm able to take off some of that weight. So, huge difference. I no longer have I would say splitting headaches, where it would lay me down for a while, and now I'll have them every once in a while, and I feel better. They're just not as severe when I have them also. So I'm doing better with the neck pain, a lot better actually. Before I was taking Tylenol constantly. It was just miserable. I kind of got me out of vacuuming the house though, but but now I can do all those things and not feel like I have to take Tylenol or, you know, it just doesn't hurt as bad. When I started 8 months ago, I was on taking a slew of medication. One medication was that they use with chemo patients. I was bleeding rectally, had a lot of cramping, diarrhea, and so when I started 8 months ago with Dr. Raman, I started prednisone, on and off prednisone for the inflammation, as high as 40 milligrams. I was on it for months, and they would take me off of it, and then I'd be better for a little bit, and then I'd get right back on it. So that was not fun. And then I was on another medication they use for chemo patients, and I was on, my highest dose was 150 milligrams, I think that's what it was. And I had to go in and get blood work done because it would affect my liver enzymes, and yeah, my liver enzymes were up, and then my blood cell, I think it was my white blood cell count, was all wacky. And so I finally was able to get off of that once I stopped bleeding. And then my maintenance medication is called Lialda, and I was on 4 pills of Lialda for a while, and then I've been doing so good, he dropped me down just to 2 pills. And he tried to lower it, and then I just started bleeding again, so it wasn't right. So, but now 8 months later, I'm able to, it's been amazing. So I'm not on all those strong medications.
You know, I started with TMJ symptoms when I was a child. I missed a lot of school due to headaches, and I would have lack of energy. And this was in elementary school. I remember my mother picking me up so many times from grade school just because of headaches. And my head would hurt up here, and then in the back it would hurt really bad, and it would just cause me not even to want to sit through class. I went through TMJ treatment when I was probably junior high into high school. It didn't seem to, you know, I had the braces and everything, and it worked for a little while, and then it just came back. And then college age, I started getting bad headaches, you know, in the same spots, lack of energy. My jaw hurt horribly. It would pop, and back here it hurt so bad, and through my shoulders. Every time I ate, I mean, it would pop, even when I was talking. Even so, when I got married, my husband didn't even want to sit by me while we were at dinner because he could hear my jaw popping so bad. And my headaches were just horrible. And then as I had kids, my headaches, you know, I felt like I couldn't keep up with them, because my headaches were so horrible, and the just lack of energy, and I would just have to lay on the sofa a lot. So I felt very guilty as a mother. You know, I wasn't able to keep up with the kids due to all of this. So yeah, and then I had a night guard. You know, the dentist said, "Oh, the night guard will help it," and it didn't do anything. You know, it helped, I guess, you know, with clenching and at night, but it didn't take away the headaches and the jaw pain. And that's when I went to a dentist here in Kansas City, and he suggested to go to an oral surgeon. And the oral surgeon said, you know, that we could go through with surgery, but it's not, you know, it's very expensive, and you don't know if it's going to work. And that's when he suggested Dr. Raman, and here I am a couple of years later. You know, I was a little skeptical about it as we were talking. Like, how is this all, you know, going to help me? I've had years of all of my symptoms and feeling bad. And as we talked, you know, I decided to go ahead and do the first phase. And I was still skeptical. I'm like, oh, so he's going to put the stuff on my teeth, and how is this going to help? And it helped tremendously. as we went through the process, I noticed, with phase 1, it was helping so much. I could tell with my energy level, with my headaches and my neck pain, it was starting to go away. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is wild, it's working, and I felt, since the phase 1 worked, of course, doing it permanently and going through with phase 2, it changed my life. It really did. I felt like I got my life back. Even my husband has commented throughout our first couple of years of marriage. He noticed my mood. I was crabby due to my headaches, and he noticed as I was going through this process that he was like, wow, you are a different person. I like to be around you and hang out with you, and you don't have so many headaches. And so it has also helped with my family life tremendously. I'm from St. Louis, so I have to travel here, and I felt like since phase 1 worked so well and has changed, my life practically, and I felt like it is worth the drive to come here and go through the treatment that will permanently change my my mouth and bringing my teeth up, and bringing my teeth up to where they should be, so my jaw wasn't popping, and my headaches would go away because I could eat, and it wasn't popping. I could have a conversation with somebody and not feel like my jaw was popping so much, and my head was not pounding anymore. So it was worth the 5-hour drive to come here every other month to get my treatment. My headaches, I would say that they are 100% gone. It's amazing. I used to have to take Tylenol or ibuprofen all day long. I wasn't able to keep up with my kids because I felt lousy and just horrible, and my head pounding. So that's 100% better. My neck, I am probably about 85% better. I'm still having, I'm still working. I'm still doing things to increase my core strength, like yoga, and that is helping me with my posture. And it is about 85% better. I used to be, it was horrible. Like, I couldn't even walk on a treadmill or work out because my neck hurt so horribly, and I'd wake up in the morning with neck pain, and now it feels so much better. Yes. My jaw pain is 100%, it's gone. I don't have the popping, the locking, the clicking. I don't have any of that anymore, and that helps so much with my neck pain, my posture, my headaches, and it's amazing. It's gone. It's completely gone. Yes, my knee, I had knee surgery twice. Once when I was a child from a soccer injury, and then once when I was an adult. And it continued, after the surgeries, it continued to hurt. I had a hard time exercising. My knee would just throb all of the time, even when I was laying down. And when I came here, that was something that I discussed, that I'm seeing a surgeon, and he wants to go ahead and do a third surgery and see if that will help. And Dr. Raman said, why don't you hold off and we'll see how it feels after we started with with the phase 1 and go through phase 2. And I was skeptical. I'm like, how does that have anything to do with my knee? Like, how's my jaw related to my knee? Well, it's amazing. After we started going through all the phase 1, my knee stopped hurting. And I could go to the gym and I could work out, and I no longer had the knee pain that went up to the hip, and just, I would have to ice it all of the time, and it went away. And now I didn't have to have surgery, and it's 100% better. Here I am 2.5 years later, and I haven't had to go see the surgeon or go through physical therapy or anything like that. So, and my energy levels, before I started this, my energy levels were so low. I felt bad. As a mother, I felt bad. I have two young children, and I couldn't keep up with them. I was on the couch a lot. I couldn't go outside and play ball with them, or if I did, I would just be exhausted. And after going through this, my energy levels are really high again, and I can keep up with my young boys, and it's changed my life and their lives. I have had my braces off and I am doing fabulous. I no longer have headaches and I feel a lot better. I have a lot more energy to keep up with my kids and just daily life. What else was it? Oh, my neck is so much better. Before I had constant pain in it, and now I am about 95% better, continuing to do stretching, and that is helping. And oh, my jaw pain is completely gone. I have no jaw pain anymore. Before it would hurt daily, it would hurt when I eat. You could hear it popping. You no longer can, it no longer pops and grinds. So it is 100% a lot better. And then with my knee pain, my knee no longer hurts anymore. I can work out and it doesn't hurt. I can, you know, before even just walking on a treadmill, it would hurt so bad, and it no longer hurts. So luckily I did not have to go through another knee surgery. And then my Crohn's, I have only had one flare in the last year, which is amazing for me. Before I would have 6, 7, 8 flares in a year. So, and I'm no longer on Crohn's medication after finishing treatment too. So that is amazing also. So and because I'm feeling so much better, I've lost 30 pounds. I'm able to go to the gym, or, you know, and do the treadmill and do yoga and all the exercise classes without just feeling lousy. You know, I don't have headaches, my knee doesn't hurt, and so overall my health has been really good. Yes, I was skeptical at first because I've lived with TMJ since I was little, and I've gone to dentists that have tried to fix it and it didn't last long term. So at first I was a little skeptical and I had to think about it, and decided to go ahead with treatment, and I'm so thankful I did. It changed my life. I no longer have all those, you know, bad symptoms and headaches and jaw pain, and I am a year and a half out and I'm still feeling amazing, and it has, I'm not going backwards, I'm only going forwards with my health, so it's has helped tremendously.